Good morning. It is a super Sunday over here, and I hope it is for you as well. So it's been a while since I came on camera and did any cooking, so I thought I would bring you back on into my happy place for a minute, and I'm gonna make today a number of things. So we're gonna start off with a pumpkin square. This is just a good old-fashioned recipe that I got from my mother, and we have been making this cake for different people all the time. So I'm gonna bring you on in and show you how we do it. Let's go. Okay, so the first part of the pumpkin square will be to beat the egg, sugar, oil, and pumpkin together. So I have 4 eggs that I've cracked. I have my sugar measured out already, which is 1 2/3 cup. I have my oil measured out, and I'll tell you my secret. I do not use vegetable oil or any other oil. I use olive oil in my baking. I think personally it keeps the cakes moist, and I really like that. And then it's just going to be 1 15-ounce can of pumpkin. And of course, I shop at Walmart, so it is great value we go. You're just going to combine all of those ingredients in your mixing bowl and mix that up until it's smooth. Okay, so next we're getting to the flour mixture. I've measured out 2 cups of flour. We have 2 teaspoons of cinnamon that we're going to combine. We have 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt. When I'm measuring, I like to pre-measure my things and put them out to the side. So just so I know I have everything, labeled and measured correctly. So what I'm gonna do is just mix this and combine it into my wet mixture. And there we have a cake mix. All right, I'm pretty satisfied with how everything came out. This is the consistency of the finished cake mix when you're done. This pan is a 15 by 10 inch pan. The recipe says to bake the cake on an ungreased pan, but I use parchment paper because I just like it. It's easy to clean up and it's easy to serve from. And I'm gonna just pour it on here. Just kind of get it corner to corner and shake the rest. It should be just fine. Okay. That is about it. I'll come back and show you the frosting and the finished product. All right, I have baked this cake for 15 minutes on 350 and it is perfect. You have to be careful not to overbake this cake because it will taste dry. But that looks perfect. I tested with a toothpick in the centers and they came out perfect. All right. Okay, so let's make the frosting for my pumpkin square. Now the recipe calls for 3/4 cup of butter, but I'm only using 1 stick, which is going to be a 1/2 cup of butter. And I'm gonna use what it calls for, which is 1 whole block of cream cheese. Okay, vanilla, 1 teaspoon. I'm gonna just eyeball it. And we're just gonna mix this and beat it until it is smooth. And then I'll come back and I'll be adding in the powdered sugar. The recipe calls for 3 cups of powdered sugar. I use less because I don't like it as sweet. Okay, we are back and we're just adding the powdered sugar to this smooth and creamy cream cheese mixture that we made. All right, so my pumpkin square has cooled and we're just gonna frost it. This is the cream cheese frosting. I didn't make a whole lot because usually I end up wasting it. So let's just see what it did. It's just gonna go all over your cake. You just need a thin amount. I guess it's different for everybody. You're gonna use the 3 full cups and the whole 3/4 cup of butter if you're intending to make any more than this. I don't like a lot of frosting, so this is just gonna be a thin layer of frosting over my pumpkin square. My daughter is probably going to really have something to say about that, but I made it my way. Yes, I did. So I'm gonna come back and show you the final result. Okay, this cake is ready. Whole pumpkin square. Now I'm about to cut it and see what it do. That frosting is so good. And the parchment paper did it justice, but let me get a little scoop so that I can make sure I get it all and show you. Okay, so that's how it looks. And yes, it's just as soft as it appears to be. Let's taste it.